Welcome to Fanatics Live, where we virtually connect you with your favorite stars and athletes right at home. Tonight, we will be meeting with fans, signing autographs, and engaging in live Q&A. Now, let's welcome our host.
Hello and welcome into another episode of Fanatics Live, where we bring your favorite athletes to you right at home. My name is Kelsey Wingert. I will be your host today. I am so excited, and we are about to bring in our guest shortly. But first, I do want to let you know that tonight's show is brought to you by the FanCash Rewards Card by Fanatics. As a FanCash Rewards card holder, you're going to receive benefits and perks, including access to unforgettable experiences with athletes, earn 6% FanCash on every purchase, exclusive deals, offers, and much more. Well, tonight's guest kicking off our doubleheader is someone we are all ready to see back out on the floor again soon. In his rookie year with the Magic, Jalen Suggs is averaging 12.3 points a game. He was drafted 5th overall out of Gonzaga just this year, and in his 1 year there, he earned first team All-West Coast Conference Newcomer of the Year and All-Freshman Team honors. And don't forget, he helped lead that team to the 2021 national title game. Now he's working his way back from injury, but really making a name for himself with the veteran-like way that he's been handling it. And, you know, when he gets back out on the court, he'll continue making a name for himself there too. So let's go ahead and bring in today's guest, Jalen Suggs. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Are you in Orlando, or are y'all on the road right now?
Yeah, we're in Orlando. We just got back from our West Coast road trip. So we've been gone for a while. It's been good to be, in my own bed again.
Yeah, very, very nice. Well, those West Coast trips are always fun. We have some fans who are getting ready to ask you some questions. I have some questions at the top that I would love to ask you off the bat. So we'll get started with those and then bring in the fans. So I already went through in your intro your accolades, especially in college, but holy smokes, did I spend some time on your high school section of your Wikipedia page. When you look at how incredible of an athlete you obviously are now, but you were in high school as well. You were selected as Minnesota Mr. Basketball and also Minnesota Mr. Football, essentially saying that you were the best basketball and football player in the state of Minnesota, which is extremely impressive. And we hear so much talk now about youth sports and how that can impact as kids get older. How much do you think being a dual sport athlete at such a competitive level in both sports really helped your overall athleticism?
I think it was extremely important. One, because I got to have that balance of each. I got to grind out, the fall, which was football, work different muscles, just get a little different feel, and then I got to switch back over to basketball for the rest of the year and, do what I do there. So I think, the balance was perfect. It was as soon as, you got done with the winter and spring and, fall was rolling around, I got antsy to get back on the football field again. And then, once I was playing that, I started with basketball. But I just think it's a great experience. For me, it was. That's what I tell everybody. All the little kids, youth that I talk to and come in contact with, like, play as many sports as you can. Figure out what you love. Not just because someone else tells you to play this or you'll be good at this. You got to figure that out for yourself.
Yeah, it was really cool because obviously you have an incredible resume at every stage that you've been to. But man, when you get to that high school section, it really shines a light on your athleticism. And after this show today, we're going to be meeting with your teammate, Cole Anthony, later on. And it really seems like he's been stepping up as a mentor and a leader for you as you navigate through this injury. How has he helped you manage your mentality through this season?
He's been key. He went through the same thing last year. He had some injury stuff going on, and he came back after that, and started putting up big numbers and improved a great way. So that's the main thing that he told me was take this opportunity, take the time to get better, whether it's conditioning, strength, watching film, becoming more aware, of what's going on out there. But just take it, and use it as an advantage. And, I think that's a mindset that I'll try to carry as I've kind of been going through rehab and trying to get back and better. So. And then, of course, it always helps that, he's hooping. I love to watch him play. So, Cole's been great.
Well, you mentioned some of the things that you're hoping to take away from this injury, and the way that you've handled it, as I mentioned in the intro, has been very well documented. You've really chosen a veteran-like way to cope with this injury. So where are you hoping to see the most growth in your game as you are taking the time? You were just on that West Coast road trip that you mentioned, which you did not have to do. You wanted to be with your team, and you wanted to watch and learn and absorb everything from the sidelines. So where are you hoping to see the most growth in your game?
I think there's 2 areas. One, in the conditioning. I felt like I was in pretty good shape, but coming back from it, and the things that the coaches are asking from me, that takes an elite level shape. So that's one thing I've been focusing on, really trying to hone in. These last couple of weeks. And then the second way is just slowing the game down. When you get to see everything from the sidelines, and I've been sitting next to the coaches and hearing what they're talking about and conversations they have, throughout the game. Court, down the game and get it to play on my face.
Yeah, it's been very impressive to read the articles that have come out. The extra time you're spending in film sessions with your coaches, the fact that you chose to be on the road instead of sleeping in your own bed, and training and rehabbing in the facilities that you're used to. And it's been really cool to see how documented that has been, because that is a very veteran-like way that you're choosing to go about this. But it makes sense because you look at your family lineage. Good grief, Jalen, your Wikipedia page is gold. You're related to 2-time Super Bowl champ Terrell Suggs. You're cousins with 3-time NBA All-Star Eddie Jones. You have a family literally full of Division I athletes. Your girlfriend, the starting point guard at Louisville. How does it fuel you that you're constantly surrounded? It almost seems intentional, and I love it. You're surrounding yourself by such great talent and competition literally your entire life. How much do you think that has helped you?
I think it definitely gives me that competitive, edge that I carry. Man, family get-togethers, family barbecue. You can't go, the one without an argument talking about, well, back in, all the uncles, back in my day, I was like that. I think I could have taken me, back in my day. So, it's all fun, but just the love and support and knowledge that they've all kind of passed down to me, and as I continue to go throughout my journey, has been really key. Athletically is great, but at the end of the day, that's family, and they're all great people, and I do whatever for them.
Well, that was my next question. What the heck are family reunions like? Are y'all hooping? You getting out the football? Like, what's happening at those?
Everything. Man, like at the park, uncles would be in full sweat, on the basketball court going at it, arguing for hours about the same thing. About I think I was better than you. You think you're better than me, and it just goes back and forth. It's a continuous cycle, but it always makes for good laughs.
You winning hoops every single time?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. Why'd I even ask? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and bring in the meet and greet guests now, if you're ready. And we're going to start out with Eric and Caden. They're calling in from Minnesota. So there's some emojis with you. They've been cheering for you since your high school days. And they said if they could dunk on any player, it would be someone who plays for either Wisconsin or Iowa. So we'll go ahead and bring in Eric and Caden.
Hey, Jalen, how you doing?
What's up? How you doing?
We're good. We're good.
That's good. So what? I need to hear the story. Why Wisconsin and why Iowa? That's bad blood.
Yeah, we're just big Gopher fans, and sometimes they give us our lumps, and we'd like to give it back sometime.
I love that. I love that.
So I play point guard. I'm 10 years old, and I play point guard in Chaska. What should I work on? And what should I work on?
I think the biggest thing, that I think I could pass down is, one, just fundamentals, whether it's jump shots, whether it's handles, like, getting the little things early, because athleticism growth, like that, you can't do anything about that, at this point in your life. So I think just, locking in on those little things and make sure that, you're focusing on the little fundamentals, because those are key points of the game. And, those things really start to stand out, the older you get. So I think, that's the biggest thing I could pass down, and then just continue to have fun with it. I mean, that is the biggest piece of advice I could give you, because, it's a great game, and use it to help you get places and meet different people and take you across the world.
Cool.
I think I see y'all got a pretty good. Are those sports memorabilia things set up behind you guys there?
Yeah, we've got a ton of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's hard. I love the den.
All right, Caden, where's this basketball going that he's signing?
Probably my room.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Dad, you don't get it. This is going in the room.
Right in the bedroom.
There you go.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Of course, my pleasure.
Thank you, guys. All right, now we are going to bring in Robin and Jalen. Wait until you see the setup that Robin has. He is calling in from Waterloo, Ontario, and he is a huge memorabilia card and game used collector. So buckle up because it is impressive. So we'll go ahead and bring in Robin for his question.
Hello, Jalen.
What's good? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. First, hope you recover soon from your thumb injury.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dang, your setup's mad crazy.
Yeah, all LeBron game worn and some Michael Jordan game worn.
All game worn.
Yeah. From his last Cavs season, like 2017-18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One of my favorite player, like growing up, was Gilbert Arenas.
Oh, really?
And your game and your confidence is just like him. It brought one of my questions. Yeah. So your NCAA performance shocked the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but it might take you some time for you to find the shooting rims in NBA right now. So how do you want to break your rookie wall?
Just staying confident. I think offense comes, and everybody goes through shooting slumps. The best players in the world have gone through them, and as a rookie trying to come in and get adjusted to everything off the court, everything on the court. It's a difficult transition, but I think with the people around me, people we have on the staff, on the roster, my family, they've all kept confidence in me, and I've carried that confidence, and knowing that one of these days, the ball is going to start falling. So I think that's the main mindset I try to carry through.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, your teammate Cole didn't play very well in his rookie season, but he got very well in his second season. Hope you can get him well in the future.
Thank you, I appreciate it. You got to tell me how you got started on your memorabilia collection.
My first memorabilia collection was Michael Jordan collection, because my dad was also a huge collector. He has 2 Michael Jordan last season game worn stuff. So he inspired me on collecting cards and sport memorabilia. So I'm keep collecting.
Yeah, that's hard, man. Hopefully my basketball gets a spot in there. that's good company.
Good luck, Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen, thank you so much.
Hopefully.
See you in Toronto next week.
My pleasure.
I'm just trying to see some of those sneakers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you probably got some good ones back there. Okay. So Jalen, that wraps up our live meet and greet, but now we're moving to the part of the show where we let the folks on social media have a turn asking some questions. So if you're watching the show, make sure you're following Fanatics on Instagram. That's where we post on our stories where you can submit your best question to each of our guests and earn a chance to have it featured live on air like we are about to do right now. I really think you're going to like this first question, and it is coming from Jason. So here he is.
What's up, Jalen? Jason Jackson Jr. here from DeKalb, Texas. I play football at Ouachita Baptist University in Arkansas. And my question for you is, what is the biggest difference in actually being a pro and wanting to be a pro? I feel like that's something that's huge in professional athletes' lives, and I just want to know your take on that. And I love watching you play, love your game, love what you bring to it. Just keep being you, keep getting better, and keep being great, bro. Love.
That's love.
Love him.
That's love. Great question too. I think the biggest difference in being a pro and wanting to be a pro, once you get there, you can't feel satisfied. I think once you feel satisfied, that's the separator, in just being a pro and wanting to be a pro, wanting to, figure out every little thing, how to get better this way, how to, think the game differently, how to see the game, put in all the extra hours and things like that. That's what really starts to separate people at the next level. And that's what I'm chasing. That's what I'm striving to do. So I think that's the biggest separator in, being a pro and getting to that point. and then wanting to be a pro, and be good.
Yeah, I thought that was a great question from Jason. Okay, now we have Eamon with his next social media question.
Hey Jalen, my name is Eamon McGrath and I am from Chicago, Illinois, and I am 14 years old. My question for you today is, what was going through your mind after you hit that amazing half-court shot against UCLA in this year's Final Four? As soon as that ball banked in off the glass, I started running around my house going crazy, so I was wondering what was going through your mind as you hit that shot. Good luck the rest of the season, and I hope your thumb feels better.
Amy, my God, I appreciate it. Man, after I hit the shot, it was crazy. It was like an overflow of emotions. It was dead silent, when the ball left my hands and you could hear it off the backboard and go in. And I beeline to the table. I knew I was going to the table once it went in. My family was all right there. They were the cardboard fans, of course, but then they were the real fans. And they were right in that section where I was looking at. So, I just looked at them. I pumped my fist. I pointed to them. And then just shared that moment with my teammates. And, man, it was so special. It was so special. And I cried. I laughed, and I just tried to enjoy the moment.
I love that question a lot because as a reporter, a lot of times when we're interviewing athletes in big moments like that, you ask them what was running through your mind, and it's so hard for them to describe it in that moment because it just happened, a minute ago. So whenever that happens for you, the first place you're looking is your family. That's where your mind's at.
Exactly, straight there. And then afterwards, I couldn't even talk about it. I couldn't even get words out of my mouth. I was a mess. After that.
Did you know it was in when it left your hands? Like, did you feel it?
It felt good, and it looked like good. I looked like it had a chance, and that's all I could ask for. And then it went in, and the rest is history.
Was that the biggest moment that you think back to of your college career?
Me personally, I like the block and the pass to Drew. Like, that was my favorite play. But yeah, that one, definitely, I think is up there with it.
Yeah. Okay, we have one more social media question, and it comes from Twitter. And Clint asked, what was the best thing about playing for Mark Few and Gonzaga?
I could sit here and talk about Gonzaga all day. It's such a special place. And there's just such special people there. Coach Few is the best. He brought me in, and again, one of the biggest things for me as I was going through my recruitment process, I didn't want it to be another piece of the puzzle, to a program for a couple months, and then they sent me on my way. I wanted to go be embraced, really have that family feel. That's exactly what it was, at Gonzaga. And, Mark Few, or I'm not going to call him Mark Few, that was weird. Coach Few had me over for dinner all the time.
I was like, wait, why was that weird that you said his name?
The question said it, and that's kind of what came to my mind. But man, he brought me over for dinner. When I had COVID, instead of going to stay in the dorm, the COVID dorms that it's just a bad setup. He let me come stay in the basement. He isolated it for me, and I got to be down there and be comfortable. They cooked for me, and I got to work out. So. Yeah, it's just great people, and it's always good to be around great people. And then he matched my competitive spirit. We got to bounce ideas off each other and grow our relationship all year. So I wouldn't take anything back about last year. It was a great experience, and I kind of wish I could have had a normal year. I could kind of fully experience it.
Man, but what an amazing story, staying in his basement for COVID. That really speaks to the kind of person he is, caring about his players. So that will wrap up our social media portion. We're going to take a quick break from tonight's sponsor, and then we're going to get to rapid fire.
Introducing the FanCash Rewards Credit Card by Fanatics. Earn 6% FanCash when you shop with your card on Fanatics.com with exclusive cardholder perks and 6-month special financing on purchases of $150 or more. Text now to apply or go to Fanatics.com.
Alrighty, so today's show is brought to you by the FanCash Rewards Card by Fanatics. For more information on exclusive perks and benefits of being a cardholder, head on over to Fanatics.com or text 94323 to apply now. All right, Jalen, we're bringing you back in. This is the fun part of the show. This is rapid fire. The only rule, you can't think. No thinking aloud. First thing that comes to your head, fire or off. Okay? Go to Chipotle order.
My go-to fully order is white rice, black beans, double steak, tomatoes, corn, sour cream, extra sour cream, cheese, and guac.
Okay. We doing chips?
Chips and queso though. I like the chips and queso.
Love that for you. Yeah. Oh, well, next question, queso or guac?
Guac. I'm gonna say guac.
I respect it. A good guac can't be beat. Favorite holiday movie?
My favorite holiday movie is Home Alone.
Home Alone. Pre-game superstition?
Pre-game superstition, right before tip-off. I always throw the cross and then, salute my boy X.
You prefer watching college football or NFL?
NFL.
Okay. Team?
NFL. Baltimore Ravens.
Okay. Disney or Universal?
Disney.
Accessory you never leave the house without?
Accessory I never leave the house without. My AirPods or any headphones.
Amen. If you were in the NFL, who would you want as your wide receiver that you're throwing to?
The wideout that I would want, Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Go to Fortnite dance move.
They got the gritty in Fortnite, so now that's my go-to Fortnite.
What is it? Show me.
Shout out to my boy Jettis. Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Jettis. Okay. And what is your Super Bowl prediction?
My Super Bowl prediction this year is the Packers. I have to throw my Ravens in there.
I know you do. We got to respect it, though. Well, that's going to wrap up the show. And Jalen, I cannot thank you enough. First of all, I just want to applaud you with the way that you're working through this injury, especially as a rookie. I really think that you're going to be able to learn as much as it sucks and as much as you want to be out there. I really feel like you're going to take in so much that you're going to be able to implement in your game going forward. So I applaud you for the way that you're handling it. And I also want to thank you for just how kind you were with all of the guests, remembering their names and just speaking to them in such a fun way, making this special for them. You were phenomenal. And we can't thank you enough and can't wait for you to be back out on the dang floor, my guy. I would love to give you the floor for any final words to the people watching.
Thank you all for tuning in. I saw all the messages down low too. Appreciate all the well wishes. I can't wait to get on the floor, start playing again, and thank you for having me.
You were awesome, Jalen. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
All right, so we truly are wishing him all the best with the rest of the season and the Magic, and we're hoping for a super speedy recovery for Jalen. But be sure you're following us on social media at Fanatics to be able to submit your best questions to our next guest, and visit fanatics.com/live to view any upcoming appearances and watch previous broadcasts. We're going to be back just in about an hour with another young star of the Orlando Magic, and that is Mr. Cole Anthony. So don't get too far. We'll be right back here in an hour for that one. We will see you guys then. Have a great rest of your afternoon.